Hmm?
I have to run all the way back to my corpse. It's 887 yards away.
Okay.
You using a mask?
Hmm?
I'm watching your stream. Are you using a mask?
For what?
The neck? To get that sharp edge?
So what I do is I do my outline, like my ink stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then I select around that and then invert so that I can get like a just like a solid shape for the color of the character.
Yeah.
And then all the color stuff is clipped to that thing.
Well, I was asking more like the lighter versus the darker.
I mean, for shadows, what I did was I just paint in like the shadow with my ink pen, and then
Right.
for that bit, I just use the blur tool.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Blur tool is actually really good for blending.
I always prefer to blend by hand.
Generally I do too, but like, I don't know, I just feel like I get better results with the blur tool. It's just such an even blend of colors.
It is pretty even, but
like if I'm just trying to like feather things out just very slightly, because it also gives me very tight control on how blended it is, right?
right.
Like I can blend just like an edge and then make it slightly more blended as it goes in. Like there's just a lot of stuff I can do, and it doesn't. I don't know. Like if I were painting, I wouldn't be using blur tool at all, because I would want to paint like all these little transitions here, like all the little subsurface scattering stuff. Like I would be painting that, right?
Yeah.
But because I'm doing that with like a lighten layer, I just feel like it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, especially since it's such a small detail.
Mm.
But I don't know. I really like painterly styles, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
just preference.
yeah.
I'm not
totally.
criticizing your method at all.
No. I understand what you mean. Like, I know that that's a common mistake people will make, is use the blur tool for like shading.
Yeah, blur and I want to say hard light and soft light or whatever, bloom.
Yeah.
I forget what the specific tools are called in Photoshop.
I don't know. I still feel like. Oh man. I still feel like whenever I'm using any sort of effects layer at all, I always feel kind of awkward, because it's like I have this feeling like I'm making it look terrible.
Right. Looks good so far.
I hope so.
Is it a commission or just like a for fun piece?
Yeah, this is me just trying to figure out if I can replicate any of the stuff that Powfrey does. Like
Seeing
trying to
if you
figure
can
out
do
how I
stuff
would
in
do it.
a similar style.
Well, maybe not necessarily the same style. I do really like how thin the outlines and stuff are, because I feel like when I do lines the best is when I think of it's just me defining blocks of color.
Right.
That's actually something I'm probably gonna take from it, but
I feel like
yeah.
with such thin lines it'd be difficult to block color in, but I don't render a whole lot, I don't shade a whole lot.
Well, okay, so here's something that I kind of had to learn coming from painting to like cartoon stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the line art phase is essentially the same it's the same as like in the painting phase where you're defining shapes.
Right.
Right? Like in painting, you do your sketch and you sort of have a bunch of rough values, and then later you go through and you like put in some really hard lines and hard edges, and you just define your stuff.
Right.
Painters will, go in with like they'll use that as a mask and they'll paint over the top of that, but they define their shape at the start and they generally don't change. It's the same thing with line art. It's just that you're defining it with an outline and then filling it in, rather than like just drawing the shape straight on. And I actually really, really like that. I think it makes it a lot easier to quickly divine stuff that looks nice. Makes it easier to see what it's going to look like when you're finished. I mean, some people do a lot more with line art. Like, you can do a lot with line weight and with, like little hatching stuff and all that. But generally, I feel whenever I try to do that, it comes out looking like trash.
Right.
So I think I'm going to try doing more like this, and using very, very thin lines to just define stuff, and then try to sort of make it work with just colors. Because colors is where I feel like I'm the most in control. That was a mouthful. Sorry.
That's fine. I was watching you draw at the same time as you were talking about that, and I saw the triangle, and I was like, damn, that's a really good triangle.
Oh, thanks.
I thought that would be perfect for like an ear, because it felt like it had good form. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Short attention span.
Same here.
Same, dude.
Oh man. I have to go meet my one of my cousins tomorrow. He's like the alpha Chad dude. Like, he's a super cool guy, don't get me wrong, but it's like, oh man. He's like fucking ripped as fuck.
You could be ripped as fuck if you wanted to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I don't want to do it. It's too much work.
It's too much work. I know. I feel the same way, which is why I try and watch what I eat rather than working out.
Well, I mean, for just weight management, isn't that like what you want to do? Like, working out is a really bad way of losing weight.
I heard a saying once that like abs are made in the kitchen or something. Like, it's really important what you eat, and just working out is just an addition to that.
Yeah, but I thought that's just because you need a specific diet to gain muscle mass. Or like, well, abs specifically. Abs have a lot to do with like body fat percentage, I guess. So it's like that's a weight thing too. Like, I know a guy who worked out like constantly, and he was really frustrated because he couldn't get abs because he just had too much body fat. But he was like fucking crazy.
Yeah, I honestly don't know much about like fitness and looking good in general. If you're asking the wrong person.
I only know what people have told me in the past. I'm probably completely wrong about everything.
Yeah, dude, same. That's me in like all aspects of my life.
Bad man.
Did you have a sketch under this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I should do it this morning.
Because you're not really like looking at it much. You're not really referencing it much.
Yeah, this was.
Oh, that looks nice with outlines.
What does?
The colors.
Let me see.
Oh, but you don't have like the clothing or anything.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not. I want to.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just
these jizz effects. No, it's fine. I'm not upset. I'm just like, whenever I get into my head with this stuff, I talk too fast and stuff.
I just thought, cause like when I sketch stuff out, I try to put clothes on the thing before I line it or whatever.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really planning on drawing clothes. I was just wanting to
Okay.
sort of try and replicate the coloring and stuff.
Yeah.
Clothes are complicated.
Clothes are for nerds.
Yeah, then. I think something that I really have to get in my head is that if I want anything to look good, I should accept that I'm gonna have to like redraw it a couple times. I'm too scared to iterate when I'm working on things.
What do you mean, like just try it out? Rather than it being perfect the first time?
Yeah. Like, that's I think the problem with like going straight to lines. Even if you think it's not something that's like a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I'm doing right now, I shouldn't be doing ever. Because this looks fucking terrible.
I don't think it looks bad.
Well, I mean, whatever. Like, so important. Like, I just want to try this out.
Just get to the parts that you want to try, the parts that you think you should focus on. Because that's what really matters, right?
I guess so.
That's what this exercise is for. Fuck. I have to lock the background there so I stop dragging it.
I wish there was like I wish there was an easier way to control like the alpha of the color you're using.
What do you mean?
Because sometimes I want to draw something that's specifically at 50% opacity.
Can't you just change the layer? Change the layer properties.
Mean, yeah, I can change the layer, but I mean like specific parts on the layer. So like if I'm drawing something that's sort of transparent, I want to be like, okay, this part's going to be like, you know, like 20%, and this part's going to be like, you know, 50%
just,
or whatever.
Put it all into different layers, and then put all the layers into a group for the thing.
I mean, I guess this is like more in... But it's more in like reference to like drawing liquids.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but that's like the best thing I can think of.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying like
the best solution.
I get what you mean. Like every time I talk, I'm just like talking over you.
Talking about what?
Every time you say anything, I like immediately jump on top of you.
And you're like, no, that's wrong. Stop it. Stop talking.
Because that's like how...
I don't value your opinion.
Because when I'm thinking, that's how I think. I'm like, well, maybe if... No, that's not right. I mean, or is it? Wait, no, And it's like...
A constant battle, yeah.
So like when I'm not thinking, that's why I end up talking to people.
I feel so tired and I feel like my tea isn't helping at all.
Mm.
Oh shit, I put it in the wrong group. Oh no.
Fuck, like there's so many like little subtle things here, like underneath the liquid where it's like there's that very slight shadow cast from the very slight opacity in the fluid. Like,
one sec. Hi Lorcy0. Sorry, je ne sais pas français. S'il vous plaît, parlez en anglais? English? Something like that. Dude, I'm so rusty. Okay, I'll try in English. Thank you so much. Be my wife very soon, please. How do I say... Merci beaucoup. Donc, j'ai un copain. But was it... was my attempt good? Did you enjoy that? That's some of the little... Oh no, please don't do that. Please don't kill yourself. You was my last chance to find love. I'm sorry that I broke your heart. Maybe you'll find another girl. There's plenty of streamers on Twitch. You tried all the girls. I'm pretty sure you didn't, because there's like at least 1 billion girls. Probably. What's the ratio, Almond, of...
Oh no, yeah, no,
men?
1 billion girls. That makes sense. It's like 1 to 7, right?
Well, that's what I heard somewhere. Hi, Morswin. What's up? PogChamp. Did you like my butchered French though? Pardon?
I just tried all the girls really quickly.
He mass emailed them. And they didn't respond to him in like 2 minutes. So that's how he knows they're all not interested. All the girls in my class said I'm awful. Why did they say you're awful? Like your personality? If you ask them out immediately after meeting them, I would say they probably had grounds to say that you're awful.
That's really awful. Depending on delivery and motivation.
All is awful, they said. Everything about you. I'm sure there's some way to improve yourself then. Well, there's always, no matter whether people say you're awful or not, there's always some way to improve yourself. You just have to be willing to accept change. And willing to try and improve yourself. Kind of feel like I want to go back to learning French.
French is a really nice language.
It is. And I feel like I have a little bit of background in it, so I mean I know a little bit, so it'll be a little bit easier on me maybe. Hi, Bob
sure.
Ross Gaming, what's up?
Isn't like the biggest thing with language just that you have somebody to talk to who also speaks it?
Yeah. Well, I was using Duolingo for a while.
I've tried that too.
And, you know, I also dated a couple guys that were French, but we didn't really talk in French much.
That's kind of a waste.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I also dated a gladiator and he didn't teach me how to PvP, so I guess that was a waste too. I should just take advantage of everyone's skills. Everyone that I date. Maybe I'll learn to run keys. Je m'appelle Bob Ross. Bonjour, je m'appelle Mazzili. Fuck. I'm trying to remember how to say how are you. You have some food or something on your upper lip? I do. Do you mean this? It's a piercing. Oh, my bad. It's fine. It's an easy mistake to make. Amin, do you know that I haven't taken my lip piercing out since I got it?
And how long ago was that?
I got it in 2011.
Fuck.
What?
I mean, doesn't like the metal get rusty at some point or something?
No.
Oh.
I've never had that problem.
I feel like that would be a problem at some point. I mean, I don't know. I've never had a piercing.
It's probably the kind of metal they use that doesn't rust. But I've had it for so long that I just totally forget about it when I go in for like job interviews and stuff. So I hope it doesn't like not get me a job. You know what I mean? But I don't think it will because it looks really like natural, you know.
I guess. I don't think. I mean, it depends on where you're applying, but
yeah,
I don't think people are that. What's the word? Uptight nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, they're not, and especially with like in the technology and artist industry. That's all I know. I've been in French. I've been to Paris like 10 times. You've been to Paris like 10 times, and so you know in French. Do you have family in Paris, or do you just really like going? Did you go see the Eiffel Tower and stuff, and did you buy lots of baguettes? I would kind of want to go to Paris. I feel like Paris would be fun.
Yeah. I want to go back to fucking Scandinavia.
Scandinavia?
Yeah.
You went to Scandinavia?
For like a week. Yeah, I went to Norway for like a week.
Did you go see Ronnie?
Does he live in Scandinavia?
Well, Ronnie went to college in Norway, didn't he?
Oh. Well, I don't think he still lives there.
No, he doesn't. He moved back to Cali, I think.
I mean, I didn't know him back then, so like this was a while ago.
Right.
Maybe we did meet by chance.
And we
just didn't realize
don't know, yeah. Oh right, there's a skew tool that I have to use. That's so lame.
For what?
Illustrator. Like normally in Photoshop, I'm not sure how familiar with Photoshop you are, but you can hold like Control, I think it is, and then when you see the transform box, you can select one of the edges, and then as you're holding Control, you can drag it and it'll skew automatically. But in Illustrator, you can't do that, and you need to use a skew tool, which is really weird. I hate it. Sheer. Is this it? What is it? Really don't like the snapping either. Please stop snapping. Hi, Pistachio Nut 99, what's up? Welcome to the boring IRL stream, where I'm not doing anything as usual. Anything of note, anyway. Did you buy anything for Black Friday, Almond?
Nope.
You're looking beautiful, though. Thank you. I get that a lot. I don't mean to sound cocky. I kind of feel like I should buy something, but I don't know what I want to buy. Just because it's, you know, you can save a lot.
I just don't like spending money, really.
Yeah, I understand. I don't really like spending money either. Like, when I ordered my mic stand, it took me a while because it was a lot of money, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Can you really save a lot, though? What do you mean? Like, do I have the opportunity to save a lot? I'm pretty good at not spending money. I mean, I'm doing it right now. Pardon, Amin?
No, I was just gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Are the sales really that good? Well, it depends. Like, I got a new backpack for like 60% off the other day, and it's like a really good bag. And I was hoping to maybe get some more storage for my PC, but if I clean my PC out, I don't really need to do that. It's just that I don't really like purging stuff. I don't like deleting stuff.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, especially after the other day. No more deleting stuff, ever. Like, I was a pack rat before then, and now I'm like a super pack rat. And maybe like a third monitor or something. I could get like a video card, but they're pretty expensive, and I could buy one, but I don't know if I want to drop that much just yet. I mean, the one I have is still pretty good. And then I think I want to buy new Bluetooth headphones. Maybe a capture card. Maybe noise canceling headphones. See, during the year, I always think of things I would want to buy, and then I think, oh, I don't need it right now, and I'll remember it when I actually want to buy it, and then like, now I can't remember anything that I want to buy, because I didn't write anything down. Hey, the Shadow 103. What's up? Hey, Mayorfi 0078. Add them to your Amazon wishlist. Yeah, you're right. I should do that, or like at least put it in a text document because not everything is on Amazon, especially for Canadians, which really sucks. Mayor is a gay. Do you mean he's really happy? Can you help him? I don't know how to help a happy person. Almond? Start talking about like really depressing stuff so he doesn't get too happy.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
How old are you? I'm 24. Oh, you're Canadian. Yeah, I am. I'm from Toronto. It's pretty cold up here. I don't really like it that much. I would like to move south, but unfortunately, there's this thing called a border. And for some reason, I can't go and live in America without some kind of visa. You so hot. Thanks. You know, it's not hot. It's this tea. Feels like watching Scott Pilgrim. Role-playing intensifies. I actually have a friend who really likes Scott Pilgrim. We used to go to a sort of like a con art festival thing every year, and who's the guy who drew Scott Pilgrim? Almond, do you know?
I know who they are, I don't remember his name.
Okay. Because I remember, you know Brandon. Brandon is a really big fan of Scott Pilgrim, and the guy who drew Scott Pilgrim, and he has like all of his comic books. And so we would go to this festival, and there would be the illustrator there, the artist there, and Brandon would line up just to get an autograph from him. Like, he has all of his copies of his comic books illustrated by that guy. He has all of them signed by that guy because he just loves them so much.
I feel like Scott Pilgrim kind of got hit with the like anti-Tumblr sentiment for some reason. I never really understood that. What
do you mean? As in Tumblr didn't like it?
No, as in like, oh, that's the Tumblr comic, you know?
Maybe it's a very Tumblr style.
But not really.
I'm reaching into the dark here. I'm just guessing.
I mean, if you haven't, you know, if you're not privy to the memes, like, you know.
I'm not privy to the Scott Pilgrim memes. Although it doesn't hurt to learn. Mozilla, you are super fit. I'm sorry, I just had to say. Actually, I'm not fit at all. I'm really... I can't do, like... I can't run, like, 5 kilometers or, like, do 100 push-ups or anything. Like, I'm not very... athletic. That's the word. I was trying to think of a word. Fit equals attractive. Yeah, no, I got the meaning. Don't worry. Thank you for the compliment. How am I supposed to act when people compliment me on them?
Teehee.
Teehee XD, please sub. Your subs will only make me cuter. All sub money goes towards makeup and clothing. I don't know, to be honest, but goddamn, you're talented. What? You're like the second person that's called me talented without, like, me showing any kind of skill. Is that like a meme?
You're talented at being fit.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh.
Maybe I'll become an Instagram model.
I mean, you have the Photoshop skills.
That's true. I don't have the makeup skills though.
Just do the makeup in Photoshop.
It's very true. It's not a meme, but you have it all. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to gracefully take compliments like that. I meant meme, not mean. Yeah, I got what you meant, don't worry. What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm not laughing.
Okay. Don't you wish you were fit like me, Almond?
Every day. Every day.
Is male voice the BF? No. Almond... if we're going by memes, Almond is one of my boyfriends. Apparently.
Apparently. That's what I've been told.
If we're going by not memes, no, Almond is not my boyfriend. Almond is just a good friend that I hang out with in my Discord.
I'm just the memester.
He's the meme provider. He provides the memes. Actually, technically, he is a part of the emergency meme task force. So, if you're ever feeling meme deficient, just call Almond. Hi, Galaxy Loop. Almond. Or Amen. I don't know. He said your name with like you said A-M and then a bunch of E's and then N. So
I might be confused because my name in Discord is
Soy Boy Boy Toy. Oh right.
Yes. So.
Yeah, because you keep memeing and changing your fucking name.
Well, you're the one who fucking changed it to Pajit, like.
Yeah, but that's because you got hacked, right?
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's in the friend zone. Almond is in the friend continent. He's forever the friend who totally doesn't want anything more. Almond's a cool guy.
Oh, I want it all, dude.
He wants all the memes. He wants to be the ultimate memester.
I'm a strict meme sexual.
It's going in the meme museum.
Fucking 3D pig disgusting can never compare to Pepe. Sorry, no offense, but...
I'm so offended that you, dissed my Pepe, my beautiful frog.
No, I was just saying that compared to Pepe, you're like an ugly pig.
What?
An ugly pig with the features of a retarded goat compared to Pepe, but you know.
What?
What?
Me? You talking about me?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Why are you so mean to me?
I'm not being mean, I'm just saying.
Just speaking the truth?
Yeah. As a strict meme sexual, like, I'm already spoken for.
By memes. But do the memes love you back?
It's a selfless love that I have.
It's unrequited love. Forever unrequited man. Feels unrequited man.
You just don't understand, you normie. This is like the time I tried to explain to my parents why I'm in love with Chino all over again.
Isn't that like a kind of pants?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. One sec, let me Google it.
I just thought it was an anime.
It's definitely a kind of pants.
Is it a sexy kind of pants?
It's kind of like khakis, except it comes in more colors than just beige. Mizili, you are incredibly fit. Stream a game or get the F off Twitch. Well, normally I stream World of Warcraft, but I don't really know what I want to do in game right now, so I'm just kind of like doing art off screen. I mean, because if I played World of Warcraft right now, I'd just be doing like shitty mod runs and stuff. And I do have other games, but World of Warcraft is my one true love. Warcraft is boring as F. Maybe Warcraft, yeah, but World of Warcraft, no.
Hey, are you saying that fucking Warcraft 3 is boring? Because if so, I'm gonna fucking cut you.
No.
Off of Twitch, so you can't say those bad things anymore. I'm not saying anything violent. Please don't ban.
World of Boring is also boring as F. What do you suggest I play?
PUBG and Minecraft.
I don't know if you were in here the other day, but someone asked me if I was going to play Minecraft while I was playing World of Warcraft. I was like in Argus and I was doing World Quest shit. I've never...
Why didn't you?
I don't even have it... I don't think I have it downloaded. One sec. Do I have it downloaded? That might just... I'm pretty sure that's just the Windows results. Why didn't no M played GTA? I don't have GTA. I don't think I have GTA. Grand... Yeah, I don't have GTA. Oh wait, that's just my installed. One sec. I don't have Grand Theft Auto, but I have Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers.
That's basically Grand Theft Auto,
That's
right?
basically Grand Theft Auto, right? Just minus the cars. Grand Theft Grandpa. You fail at life if you don't have GTA. I guess I fail at life, holy shit. Someone call my mom and tell her so she can be even more disappointed in me.
Is that even possible?
No. Fuck, dude. Oh my god, are you going out with this random weirdo? Who? Almond? You mean Soy Boy Boy Toy? I like your name, by the way. It's a good meme, Almond.
I'm starting to have second thoughts, honestly.
Why?
I feel like people just don't understand. They're not ready for these memes.
No, I'm not going out with Almond, although he is the top memester. He's the highest rank in my Discord because he brings the memes. He influences your decisions way too much. Yeah, Almond actually got me into heroin.
What did I do?
You were like, hey, Mazelli, check out this sick heroin. And then you gave me a needle and you said, let's try this. And then you made...
Have I ever influenced you to do anything? I don't feel like I've ever even given
and
you
then
a
you
suggestion.
took my shoes off. And then you opened my toes for me so you could inject it right in between my toes.
Wait, is that how heroin works?
That's like, they put it between your toes, or they put needles between the toes so like it's harder to find, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Because if you do it in the crease of the inside of your elbow, like it's really easy to see. I mean, especially if you pierce there repeatedly, then eventually the hole just doesn't heal.
You don't say. And this is first-hand experience, I take it.
This is what I learned from you giving me heroin. Mozilla is so fucking cool. Thank you. I try. Although I don't know why you think that. I don't think a lot of people think that. I think a lot of people just think I'm weird. including my
I mean,
friends
weird
who are
can
also
be
weird.
cool under specific circumstances.
Like what kind of circumstances?
I don't know. Like, there's a difference between, like, the person who collects all of their toenail clippings weird,
Yeah.
and the person who plays too many video games weird.
I think that's kind of specific to us, though. Like, the whole nerd culture. Like, if normies if normies saw someone playing lots of video games, they would think they're weird, but we wouldn't think they're weird. We would just think they're cool because that's part of our culture as nerds.
Well, I mean, that's why you broadcast on Twitch, not on normienet.org.
Mazzilli is so fucking cool. Mazzilli, will you be my partner in art class? What does that entail? I actually went to an art specialized high school, so I know a little bit about art. Teensy bit. Did I tell you that, Almond, that I went to an art specialized high school?
I know you did, like, didn't you do, like, art in college or something?
Did art in college as well, yeah.
What is an art high school even like?
The art...
Because, I mean, if art school college is, like, a joke, then...
One sec. I feel like I'm not even watching Twitch. I feel like I just hacked into your private MSN conversation. Is that good? Is that... because do you feel like you're close and you're part of what's going on here? Art high school is like... I had to pass like a kind of test, and I had to show them my portfolio to get in, and I was placed in art classes based on my skill level. So I placed a little bit high, and I had like multiple art classes per semester. Like, I remember I would have one first period and then one like sixth period or something. And it was just
really fucking cool.
Yeah. And my art teachers were like super fucking cool as well, because everyone, you know, they deal with artists a lot, so like whenever we were having like problems or something, like if I showed up to class late, I remember one morning I showed up to class late because I didn't want my mother to drive me, so I just walked to school, and it took me like an extra 45 minutes, an hour, so I showed up to class late, and the teacher just marked me as there for the entire period because he knew what was up.
I'm a cool guy.
It's bad. I'm gonna leave now. Okay, Pistachio Nut 99, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, it was really sick, and we would do stuff like actual exercises, like actual learning exercises. Like we had an assignment where we had to draw a skeleton, and then we had an assignment where we kind of had to draw, I forget how we got the outline of the figure. Maybe we like laid down and traced each other, but like we had to kind of draw parallel lines around the figure on a piece of paper to kind of get the form together, so kind of like hatching a little bit, but across the entire figure, and we had to do it to the curves and stuff, you know what I mean? And we also had parts where like you know, we were all pretty much under 18, so we couldn't, you know, have nudity or anything, and like, you know, no one was really comfortable with that, but we would have days where like some people would dress up in like one-piece swimsuits or something, and then they would stand in the middle of the classroom, and we would have like, you know, figure drawing and stuff like that. So it was really like, I feel like I learned a lot in art high school, and everything was just really chill, and I actually miss those days a lot.
Seems like it would have been a really cool environment to grow up in.
Yeah, it was pretty neat, and every Wednesday would be like quote-unquote open studio night, where we could just like stay after school and work on art projects, and like a bunch of the artists would stay back, and some people who weren't necessarily in the art program would stay back too, just to kind of like hang out, or like, you know, it was kind of like a study hall kind of thing, but mostly in the art rooms, and you know, we would just work on projects together, or we would just like not even projects. Sometimes we would just sketch in our sketchbooks and be like, you know, hey guys, what do you think of this? Can you give me some critique or constructive criticism or something like that? And it was just everyone was, you know, we were all artists, so we were it was easier to relate to each other rather than relating to people outside of the program.
Mm-hmm. See, like, that was the thing for me, is that I've never really had like a what's the word? Like a peer group of artists. to talk to or anything. Like all of my stuff is self-studying, so it's like.
Dabberoni, give me extra pepperoni. Do you mean on your pizza? Because if so, also add pineapple to that and extra cheese. Yeah, it was really nice, and I feel like a lot of people in that program were more interested in art than people in college. Because people in college, it's just like, you know, it's college, but like you didn't really have to try to get in. Like anyone with the most basic of portfolios could have gotten into art college, but like with the art program in my high school, I actually had to try and show my skill, and kind of, you know, I had to pass a test to get in and stuff like that. And like, so everyone there was, or everyone in my classes were on a similar level to I was, and it was very, you know, it was just very good. It was a good environment overall, and I wish I could have stayed longer. I actually miss it. And I've been thinking about, like, you know, the open studio thing every Wednesday. I've been thinking about like going back and just saying hi to my old teachers, because I mean, it's just, you know, have you ever had an art teacher you just loved?
Oh, one, but he got fired.
Because he touched you too much?
Yeah, I told him it wasn't a big deal. No, I actually don't know why he was fired. I think it might have had something to do with the fact that he only ever hired female models or something. And he was like okay, so generally I really like more technical stuff. And he was like really, really touchy-feely. But he was so passionately touchy-feely. Like he had so much conviction in art. Like, it was just his enthusiasm, I think, that I liked.
Yeah, I really loved my art teachers, and I would want to go back and say, like, hey, thanks for being so cool, thanks for helping me out, and I know I'm like a total failure and I haven't done anything with my life, but like, hey, thanks.
I'm sure that would make them feel so great.
I mean, I wouldn't mention that one part. Or I could just tell them I worked on movies, because that's true, and they'd be like, oh, you worked on movies? Oh, look, we taught this girl and she got her name in the credits of fucking 6 or 7 movies. Yeah. Got to work on a movie from one of my favorite franchises, so there's that. My name was in the credits for it, so that's pretty cool. I have my own IMDb page. So now, like, you know, the fucking meme in LFG, if anyone's ever, like, link your IMDb page, I can actually link them mine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Call their bluff.
I mean, that's the main benefit of working in movies, right? Is the memes.
Is getting into fucking AOTC groups without AOTC. That's the whole reason I did it. I'll be right back. I'm back. Were you here when I talked a little bit about Kitty earlier to Drew?
I don't think so.
Kitty won't stop drinking.
Hmm.
Kitty said he had whiskey for breakfast and he's making margaritas for dinner.
That's not very good.
It's coming from you. That's a little bit concerning.
Look,
then.
I'm not that bad. God damn it. Everybody memes, but it's not like I drink constantly.
No, just like every night.
Not really, no.
No? Really?
No, most of the time I don't. I don't have enough money to stay drunk that often.
All right, I didn't consider that part. Okay.
It takes me like half a bottle of hard liquor to get drunk. Like, I physically can't.
Well, you know, if you don't eat anything or drink anything, you'll get drunk quicker.
You know, I've tried that. It doesn't work.
Interesting.
I mean, part of it is that I only really get drunk when I'm talking to people, so...
And you're not
kind of
a
like
very social person?
Well, no, it's just that I'm only ever going to be drunk when I'm talking on Discord to somebody or something. So it's like, kind of a bias in terms of... It's like, yeah...
What are you drawing now?
Nothing, I'm just making a bunch of random lines.
Have you given up on the other thing?
Nah, I was working on that, and I'm like, okay, I think I have a better idea. I'm not sure though, like... A couple things I'll probably try out the next thing I do.
Hey, do you think they'll finally put that, the new Fox mount in the PvP vendor on Tuesday?
Maybe. Can't you still get it through the stuff, like the world quests and things?
No. The, one sec. A vicious war fox.
Oh, is that like a PvP mount?
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in Discord.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you know the vicious saddle shit? How you you have to win like 100 threes or 40 RBGs to get the Vicious Saddle currency, and then you can use that to buy a mount. That fox is supposed to go into the vendor. I thought it was going to be last patch, but maybe it'll be this patch. I hope it's this patch, because I've been saving my saddle to buy that. Because I think it's fucking adorable.
Oh, looks pretty sweet.
I like how he's blind in one eye. The Alliance one looks decent too, but I like ours better. Because it has nice contrast, I think. Because the fur is nice and light.
Mm.
Hello, Mad20. I am too. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Just working on this vector. How are you tonight? You're good? That's good to hear. Just relaxing tonight. After a long week, it is Saturday, after all. Isn't it? It's Saturday. Don't answer that. It's Saturday? Okay. Yeah, I'm playing Fortnite. How is Fortnite? I haven't tried it, but I have some friends who play it. It's basically like PUBG, but with a different art style, right? That's not what I wanted. It's a pretty good game. I'm trash right now, though. Are you just bad at shooters? Because I'm pretty bad at shooters, too. That's why I don't think I could play, like, PUBG or Fortnite or anything that requires aim and being able to use anything other than a shotgun. I'm really just new to PS4 and Fortnite. Oh, I didn't know it was on PS4. That's neat. Did you just buy your PS4 because of Black Friday? Did you get a good deal on it? Fuck, dude. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. I think I heard someone in my chat a couple days ago got a really good deal on a console. I can't remember which one it was. Might have been a PS4 actually, or PS3. And the Destiny 2 or something, I think he said. Are you much of a console gamer, Almond? Almond? Is he there?
I'm here. No, not really.
Why?
Because I'd have to buy a console.
And that costs money and you'd rather spend that money on alcohol? Got it.
Just keep kicking me while I'm down.
Alright, I remember what I was gonna do. feel like this line for this edge doesn't have enough curves. God damn it. Right, loyalty. Oh, there you are, Almond. 203 points.
Oh boy.
How many points do you want?
How many do chicken tendies cost?
I don't know.
I need my tendies.
One sec. How many good boy points do chicken tendies cost? I don't think there's any definitive answer. Megapedia. Make America Great Again.
Finally, the one-stop resource.
Cost to buy 5 good boy point each. How many tendies do you want?
Like, I don't know, like 5?
You have enough for 5.
Okay, I'm good. Oh yeah, you wanted me to save the AIDS thing till stream, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can talk about the AIDS thing now.
Okay, okay. So the interesting thing about this whole thing, in case you didn't know, right?
Okay.
For the stream, I guess. In California, they reclassified knowingly spreading AIDS to somebody as a, what is it, like a misdemeanor or something?
I don't know the terms. I just
So
know it's not as harsh a punishment now.
yeah, so I think it used to be like what, it was like 10 years max or something, and now it's like 1 year max. So the reason that they did this is that the only way you could be prosecuted for knowingly spreading AIDS, was if you had gotten tested for it. Meaning, if you had sex with somebody and then you got tested and you tested positive for AIDS, you could then be prosecuted for knowingly spreading HIV.
Right.
So what people would do is people would just not get tested, because the best thing to do to completely ensure you had no like possible legal culpability was just never actually confirm that you had AIDS.
Right.
And what this resulted in was more AIDS being spread.
Right. Because
So the
no one
reason,
got tested, so no one knew.
yeah. So the reason they reclassified it was so that people did not have an incentive to not get tested for HIV. And it's really interesting because it's this sort of question of priorities.
Yeah.
Where it's like, do you do the thing that reduces the actual spread of HIV but doesn't punish certain people as much? Or do you do the thing that punishes more people but ultimately ends up spreading around more HIV?
Right.
You know?
I mean, now that you've explained it like that, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like it's a really interesting problem, actually. You know, I feel like these sorts of things get sort of turned into this outrage stuff, and it's like, I understand why.
Yeah.
Like, it's entirely, I wouldn't say I necessarily think it's the most, I mean, I feel like prioritizing punishment in criminal justice over like the actual, you know, well-being of the population is kind of silly.
Yeah.
But I understand that. But it's like there's a reason for it.
Everyone on Reddit seems to be mad about it. I just know of it because of Reddit.
And the other thing people are mad about, the blood testing thing, where it's like people with HIV are allowed to, they already test blood for HIV and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't need special rules for HIV.
I'm sorry, I don't know a whole lot about politics, so talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, nobody does.
If only we had more people in this Discord.
Yeah. If only we had some law professionals. Or doctors, or whatever. Shit, we have to get Ty in here.
No, the last time someone invited someone from At What Cost, it went to shit. So let's not.
Hey, Ty is cool.
Yeah, that's what Sizebot said about Pia. Okay.
What you get for trusting Sizebot?
Never trust an archaeologist.
One time, I remember, went up to the bar and met an archaeologist. Made the mistake of letting him inside my house. First thing he did was he tore up my floor.
Oh, okay.
Started looking for bones.
That's what they do. That's just their culture. Okay, you gotta be culture sensitive. You can't keep them from expressing their culture, or else that's like a whole social justice thing. You know?
Yeah. No, it's very, very racist.
It's very classist.
Against
Just because just because they make dirt doesn't mean you can be mean to them. Okay.
I thought that was the whole point of living in America, so you can treat people who make less money than you terribly. Like, I might as well just live in Canada if I can't do that.
In Canada, we're nice to the people that don't bring anything to this country.
You're nice to everybody. What was that? Was that video of like the Canadian guy who was like shouting all like the racial slurs, and at the very end he's like, "Thank you, have a nice day."
I don't know. I just can't recall that one.
Got in his car and he left.
Have you seen Letterkenny?
No.
You go, I posted it in Discord. Are you enjoying it? Might have just fucked myself.
What happened?
I turned something transparent and then I made a path on another layer. And then I went to go and turn the opacity up so I could see what it would look like as black. And now when it's at full opacity, it's translucent.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's
That's
that.
weird.
Yeah. I'll figure it out off stream. Fuck. Should lock that. Where is... Fuck. Sour, please. Hey, Farthy, what's up? What emote is that supposed to be? Fuck. Did Beba figure out her emote stuff? Do you have better Twitch extension? I did before. Before a few days ago. When all my extensions broke, because I'm a dumbass. You don't want to know why I'm a dumbass? It's a dude dancing. Well, I'll just imagine a dude dancing. It's okay. How are you, Farthu? Does Sour please accurately express how you're feeling right now? Fuck. I'm doing good, how are you? I'm fine. Just working on art. I'm a little bit hungry, honestly. I know I'm taking a long time with this, I'm sorry. Fuck. Looks good. Do you have any, do you have anything you'd want to change about it? Fuck. Other than me being bad? Well, no, you're the artist. I know, but like, you're allowed to say something.
What's the opposite of fishing for compliments?
Am I fishing for criticism?
Maybe just a little bit.
Well, I mean, I am working on this for Beba. I haven't forgotten. I'm just very slow. And hungry.
Aren't we all?
I don't like this. Okay, I'm gonna just delete this one.
I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Okay.
Alright, I'm big.
That was quick. Is that ice I hear?
No, that was my pen clinking against my cup.
I'm sure.
It was.
You know, I have a bunch of alcohol that I need to drink in my fridge.
Mm.
Mm.
You wouldn't be thinking of drinking that tonight, would you?
What are you drinking?
It might be.
Who am I kidding? You're always drinking.
I am not always, but I am drinking,
I'll go see if I can mix something. Because I'm out of tea anyway, and I'm just drinking water at this point. Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello. Got a drink.
What do you got?
Alcohol and cranberry juice.
Yeah, but what kind of alcohol?
Some lychee stuff. I don't know.
Well, if it's got alcohol in it, it must be fine.
That's why I said alcohol. It doesn't. Everything else doesn't matter.
Mm.
What?
I've just spent all fucking day looking at Powfu stuff because fuck, it's all so good.
Do you feel inspired?
Yeah, but I also feel great jealousy.
Now you know what your friend felt like.
Which friend are you referencing? You're talking about the one who got upset because I got a bunch of followers on Tumblr?
Yeah.
I don't know how long. I think Puffy's been doing stuff for a long time now. Fuck. Like their Tumblr is really fucking good. I have to copy that. I'm just gonna model myself.
What?
Hmm?
You're gonna model yourself
After them and all their business stuff.
Oh.
Did you see John Lasseter? He's accused of groping a bunch of people.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it took this long. I thought everybody just knew he was kind of a weird creepo.
Oh wow. Chief Creative Officer of Pixar.
Yeah, he's the guy who directed Toy Story.
That's too bad. I feel like everyone's corrupt.
You know what's really funny? It's
What?
like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was just gonna say, it kind of feels like it's like with John Lasseter, right? It's like the guy who's like trying to be the Disney clean, family-friendly childhood wonder guy is like the one who's going around like hurting people. It's like,
Yeah.
people always like, I don't know. People are weirded out by people who draw like sex stuff, and I feel like people who draw sex stuff are generally less weird. Almost, but I don't know. Usually the people who pretend to be like, I don't know, like childlike are usually the ones with the biggest problems.
Like he was pretending to be childlike. I don't really know much about him.
Well, no, it's just that, I don't know, it's like that Disney, that sort of weird Disney mythology, right? You're trying to brand yourself as this, like, pure and uncorruptible, like, source of wonder and goodness.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate what
Like
you were as. Sorry.
Walt Disney himself is a really good example of that.
Wait, Walt Disney was creepy?
Yeah. Yeah, of course it was.
What did he do?
It was like...
Like, I don't know anything about
Like-
this stuff.
Like, the stuff that I know from people who, like, worked at Disney, because I have, like, a couple of friends in animation,
Yeah.
is that he was, like, really, really... Like, I don't know if you know, like, all the old, like, the 9 Old Men stuff, and, like, the... Like, but basically, like, all of the branding... Like, basically, Disney turned himself into a cartoon character,
Yeah.
and he tried to brand that and sell that.
Self-insert.
Like, sorta, yeah. Like, almost all of the mythology stuff you hear about Disney is completely made up. Like, like the 9 Old Men, it's like, it was just 9 people that he chose at random, because it's like, he thought 9 would be better. It's like the best number of people for that sort of thing. Like, whenever people try to mythologize themselves, it's usually because there's something that they're trying to cover up. And usually the
Mythologize?
people,
Like,
yeah, like make themselves out to be sort of like I think Michael Jackson did that too, right? Like he tried to make himself out to be this pure and innocent friend of the children, and it's pretty obvious that came from like severe problems he had during his own childhood, right?
yeah, didn't he have, like, mental problems? Mental health issues?
Well, his dad was a fucking crazy asshole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like whenever people brand themselves like that, it's usually as a way to cover up other stuff.
What is the 9 old men? Almond?
The Nine Old Men were the 9 animators who made Disney what it was. Or that's the whole story, right? It was like, I can't remember who their exact names are. It's like Milk Call and fucking what's his face? It was like a bunch of really good classic animators from the early days of Disney. And they were all really good animators, like totally. But the whole story that they're just 9 people and it's like, you know, it's mythology, and it's mythology that Disney came up with on purpose. In reality, there were a ton of really good artists at Disney. A lot of really influential people who never really get talked about.
And why would they say there's only 9?
Because it's a good story. It's branding.
Okay. That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
Like in reality, fucking the Disney animators are a bunch of fucking crazy people. The 9 old men were all like fucking super crotchety and like tight-assed, and after fucking Snow White came out, they all did a bunch of like crazy shit. Like Disney wasn't this, you know, magical imagination land. It was just a bunch of artists. No, like, I mean, you say that, but it's like that's how people perceive it. Even a lot of artists look at it that way. I just feel like people who do that generally are doing it if they have something that they don't want to show other people.
What, when they make up stories?
Yeah, when they start, like, you know, like Disney's thing, one of the other things Disney would do is, like, he was a really, really heavy smoker.
Yeah.
What was it? Like, he made sure that there was never any like, evidence recorded that he smoked.
Right.
Because he didn't want people to see him as somebody who smoked.
Right.
Just like lots of little things like that, you know? Like...
Well, I mean, that one kind of makes sense, because he's supposed to be someone that kids look up to.
Yeah, but this was in like 1940, like
when people didn't give a shit?
Yeah,
smoking?
Wasn't so much, I'm pretty sure it wasn't so much that as it was like him wanting to portray a certain image. He wanted people to see him in a certain way. Very clearly he wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I think there's a dishonesty to that kind of way of thing of going about things that...
Well, I mean, it's fabrication, of course it's dishonest.
Yeah. But it's not... Like, there are different levels of it, right? Like,
right.
There's the Kiss level of it, where, like, you're putting on a show, and you know you are, and you're just doing it for money.
Kiss has
and then
in the
there's,
band?
like, the... Yeah.
Okay, continue.
And then there's the, like... There's the creating a persona level of it, where you're almost trying to convince yourself that that thing's real.
Yeah.
And that's the feeling I get with people like John Lester. Or even like Michael Jackson to a great extent.
When they unfreeze old Walt, he best watch his back for Almond. Don't meme on him too hard, Almond.
I mean, I don't have anything against Walt Disney, really. More, like, the thing that bothers me more is just the... maybe it's more personal for me because I live in California and I'm, like, around a lot of Disney people, and their attitude really creeps me out. Like, that whole mythology is almost company policy. It's really weird listening to people repeat these decades-old lies that everyone knows are lies, and yet they're like... It's like, cult-like. Anyway. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that people are they're like more trusting in people who are clearly putting on a facade
Right.
than they are of people who are honest.
Why can't everyone just be honest all the time?
Because that wouldn't be to their benefit.
That is how a lot of history is written, sadly. People lying to each other.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much like 90% human interaction, kind of. Everybody lies, either through outright, like, dishonesty, or by omission, or whatever, right?
So does that mean Napoleon wasn't really like 4 feet tall?
Wasn't he actually like, it's like 5'5" or something? Like he wasn't tall, but he wasn't super short?
I don't actually know. Hey, Whale Shark 59, thank you for your sub. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying Almond's memes about Walt Disney lying.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I got a lot more of them.
Your conspiracy theories got me a sub. I think you need to start talking about more conspiracy theories.
It's not a conspiracy theory.
I think he was normal height for people of his time. So if he was 5'5", and that was normal height for people of his time, why are we getting taller?
Nutrition.
What do you mean?
It's the same reason why people have you ever seen the North Korean border?
No.
One thing you'll notice is that the North Koreans are like 4 feet tall, and the South Koreans are like, I mean, they're not, they're like average height.
Which is what,
all
not
down to
4
nutrition.
feet tall?
Yeah, I think it's like the average is like 5'8"-ish. But it's like, yeah, no, it's all nutrition.
And they're just malnutrition, and that's why they're smaller?
Yeah.
Does that mean if I eat a lot of vitamins, I'll be really tall?
Yes. Yes, that's how it works. It's actually kind of funny. If you look like old plate armor.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting is like all old plate armor looks like it's made for like really tall, like tiny midget people. Just because, again, it's like nutrition. People generally weren't as tall.
So that means I can screen guys based on their height, right?
Yeah, it does.
If you can,
well, I mean,
if you can eat vitamins, eat nutrition, and get taller, it's kind of like, how some guys screen girls for being fat. I can screen guys for being small.
I mean, don't you all already? That's what I've heard. Is
Don't
that
you
no woman,
all already?
no woman will ever go out with a manlet.
You're just mad because you're like 5'11". Also for being bald. That's true. No one wanted to date George Costanza.
I
Poor
mean, even
George.
I want to date George Costanza.
You want to date George Costanza?
Wouldn't you?
He's a funny guy, and I do like funny guys, but I don't think he's my type.
If he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, you wanna go out?" Like, I'm not gonna say no.
You're not
But
gonna
come
say
on.
no to George Costanza.
I can't. I couldn't.
You're too soft.
It is my weakness and my strength.
I'd date Art Vandelay. How much of Seinfeld have you watched, Shaman?
I only think like I watched a lot of it, but a long, long time ago. I watched it when I was a kid.
So I remember
We
I
had, like,
started
the
watching
whole
it
series on DVD.
before I moved, and then after I moved, I just stopped watching it as much. I'm still, like, I haven't seen any for a while. Like, the last time I opened up a Seinfeld video was when I was testing my audio a couple weeks back, or whatever. I mean, it's a good series.
Seinfeld's great.
It is.
Seinfeld's great because it's like the first, I don't know, it's like, came out at a time where a lot of, like, sitcoms were really formulaic and boring. And Seinfeld was just Jerry Seinfeld going, hey, no, when that happens, that's weird. It's like a very, very honest show.
At the end, didn't they all find out they were just assholes? Or something?
I'm pretty sure that's everyone in life.
Just before we die, we all have a thought, like, whoa,
Like,
hold on.
oh shit.
I
Wait a
was an
minute, I was an
asshole.
asshole.
Instead of seeing your life flash before your eyes, you just realize you're an asshole.
Well, no, you realize it because you see your life
Yeah.
flash before your eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
I like to think that before you die, you get a message from God, and it's like in Hitchhiker's Guide. God's last message to man is sorry for all the fuss.
I actually never read Hitchhiker's Guide. I heard it's a total meme. Like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it is for very high IQ people. No, I like Hitchhiker's Guide a lot. I read that book like a fuck billion times when I was a kid.
You would have a good time talking to Brandon about it then, because Brandon likes it too, I think.
The interesting
great
thing about
series of
Hitchhiker's
books.
Guide is it starts out as like a kind of, you know, it's kind of derivative of, what's his face? Fuck. The guy who got, a degenerative neural disease and committed suicide. Fuck.
What?
Whatever, another British author.
Okay.
But eventually Douglas Adams becomes really depressed and just becomes the saddest thing ever written.
So it starts out really great, and then the author gets really depressed, and then you can see it in the books.
I wouldn't say it gets worse, but it gets very different. I'm pretty sure the ending is everyone dies.
I mean, that's life.
That is true. Very accurate.
Art imitates life. Life imitates art.
Missouri,
What?
what do you think of this necro?
I think it's cute. I think it's more towards the animal part of the spectrum. I think I like the eyes though. The eyes are good. And I like the ears. Are you trying to emulate the comic thing you showed me earlier?
Yes, I am. I want to try and do that style successfully because I think it relies on one of the things that I'm really bad at.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you not give her a dick, please? I would really appreciate it.
Can I give her a puffy vagina?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's allowed.
Alright. How puffy though? Like, can we go into the realm of, like... I don't want to say anything that's gonna make you stream upset. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you can upset my stream. I have 5 viewers. There we go. I saw the number change. We started talking about vaginas, and now I lost a viewer.
I don't want to upset anybody. I don't care how many people there are, okay? I am here for everyone's enjoyment. I don't want to say anything that's gonna make people uncomfortable.
Okay, then just draw it out because I don't think I can link people your stream because it's technically porn.
I mean, not technically. I don't think we need to use clarifying term. Actually, no, wait. What I'm drawing right now isn't.
No, not yet. Not until you start
yet.
drawing the puffy vaginas.
I mean, I'm just drawing the heads right now because I'm trying to get that done.
I think it's cute. I think, the... How do I say this? The curved lip on the right now should be a little bit longer than the one on the left. You have it very centered right now, and I feel like if you moved the center just a bit to the left, it would just emulate the shape, the form more.
You're right. I see exactly what you mean. It's not really, the way I have it drawn doesn't really make sense with the perspective established by the other facial features.
Yeah. Aren't you so glad you have me around?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I come to this Discord. In the vain hopes that I will ever get out of the friend zone. And also for really good art advice.
The friend content.
One of these days, my incel life will end.
Why can't you just fuck me, damn it? You fuck all those other guys.
God damn it.
I'm nicer than them. I deserve more.
I paid for 3 dinners. That's worth at least a blowjob.
You say you don't want to offend anyone on my stream, but you never know. You never know who's watching.
I mean, I guess you can't offend nobody.
It's impossible.
It really is. Can't make everyone happy.
I'm pretty offended. I'm sorry, Twitchy. What can we do to make that up to you? How about this? You get a free Amon impersonation. Tell me who you want Amon to impersonate, and I'll get him to do it. For free. I keep thinking about... Oh, he wants you to do an impression of Walt Disney.
Walt Disney?
Yeah.
Just a minute. I have to brush myself up. So...
Okay. Is Amon's Discord name after the Japanese wrestler? I don't know. He keeps.
I thought he was a comedian.
Hard gay?
Yeah, hard gay. Anyway, am I supposed to do that impression now?
Yeah, please.
Well, hello there, friends. This is Walt Disney. I'm just here with my little friend Mickey Mouse to tell you not to drink the tap water. As we all know, the Jews have put gay frog chemicals inside it, and we don't want to have our amazing bodily fluids infected with the gay Jew chemicals. That's why you should come to Disneyland, where you can buy some Uncle Walt's natural male enhancement to fight against the gay frog Jew chemicals. Remember, Disney is a name you can trust.
I like that. That was good. Thank you. He laughed in chat. He typed lots of ha's right next to each other. So
I hope that was. I didn't really work on the script that much. I just wanted to make sure I got the voice down.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. Thank you.
Anyway, what we're talking about?
Hard gay wrestler comedian.
Oh yeah, hard gay.
Hard gay. When he said impression, when I said impression, I immediately thought of when you tried to do an impression of me.
I did
I
not
love
have
that
time
clip.
to prepare for that.
I love that clip. It's a really good clip. You should have said fuck more, though. Hard gay is hilarious. Almond's pretty hilarious.
I'm fine with being compared to hard gay.
I mean, your name in Discord is hard gay, so
Yeah,
it's kind of...
You know, I'm kind of inviting it, yeah, but I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know if I don't know if this is stream kosher.
What, are you just gonna swear a shitload and pretend you're me?
No, that's fine. I was gonna ask you what your thing. What do you have against femboys, Mizzly?
I just...
Why the hate?
I mean, traps are fine. You're allowed to like traps.
I just... Why the hatred? Why the bigotry, Mizzly?
I just prefer straight porn, okay? That's just it. That's it. It's just a preference. I can't do anything about it. Okay?
That is very problematic. I think you should check your privilege, and you should recognize all the ways in which you are committing microaggressions here.
I think for all the straight porn I've seen, I need to now look at gay porn. Just to kind of, you know, even it out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To kind of be culture sensitive.
Exactly.
I don't know what I do. Oh, okay. Hey, Almond. Do you like the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah.
What would you recommend I order from there?
I don't know. I've never gone.
What?
I've never gone to the Cheesecake Factory.
You just said you like it.
Oh, I thought you said, do I have it? Like, do we have it over here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did say that and I just didn't realize. Okay, well, what I'm gonna need you to do, here's your homework, is go to the Cheesecake Factory, eat everything, and then tell me what the best thing is, so then I can order that.
You know, I have enough problems. I don't need you adding to it. Okay? Well, listen, Ramen, I just need you to drink all the alcohol that you can find. Tell me which one is the best. Oh, thank you. Because I don't have enough of a problem there. I only say a few racial slurs when I get too drunk. It's fine. I should get drunk more.
Why not?
Why not? We're all gonna die eventually anyway. Why even care? Why even give a fuck? You are like the worst advocate.
No, I'm pretty good with like Drew.
And why do you even want me to do it, huh?
Because I'm gonna go to the Cheesecake Factory and I don't want to make any mistakes.
You don't want to make any mistakes. Our taste isn't even the same. Even if I told you what I would like to get there, what I thought was the best, that wouldn't mean it's what you would like. But you would get nothing out of it.
I trust your judgment.
If you want an opinion, go to Yelp. You don't have to ruin your friend's life for it there. Oh, you're the worst.
If I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying.
Just do both. 2 birds with 1 stone. God damn it, I'm trying to draw a puffy vagina. You're distracting me. Look, I'm gonna reveal a secret, okay? The reason I don't draw jeans as much is because they're a lot harder to draw.
Yeah, I know.
It's just okay. I'm lazy.
Challenge yourself.
Look, it's on one hand I could just draw, you know, circle, ellipses, or fucking, you know, an elliptical shape.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah.
Or on the other, I could fucking draw a fucking tesseract with like fucking 18 billion lines. Right?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'm sure there's an easy way to make it look good. You don't have to put too much detail in. And I would draw that for you right now, except I'm streaming. So you can't do that.
God damn it. I'm telling you, this is why you have to stream on sites for intellectuality.
Hentai sites.
Chatterbait.
Yeah. Like Chatterbait.
Chatterbait is where all of the Mensa members go.
I don't think I can get subs on Chatterbait.
Oh well.
Fuck.
I'm sorry if I'm making anyone uncomfortable, but it's only getting worse from here on, so I will be right back.
Okay. That's not what I want. What the flower be for? I'm doing this as kind of like a layout for my friend Beba, who also streams. Although she'll probably just wind up, or I'll just give her the separate graphics rather than giving her this squared thing. Can't really see the flower over here because my webcam is blocking it, but it's shitty, so you just doesn't even matter anyway. But yeah, I'm an artist. I volunteered to do it, and now I'm spending a really long time doing it because I'm also a perfectionist. So she also just wants like a vector thing, so it's not gonna be like shaded or anything. If anything, it'll just have like a little gradient.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. You don't hear the term book bag used as often as it should be. What is technically a book bag? What makes a book bag? Is it just a bag that carries books?
What's the difference, taxonomically speaking, between a book bag and a rucksack?
Actually, Brandon bought a rucksack. What is a rucksack anyway? Why are they not just called backpacks? Rucksack is also a great word. You know, it's also a great word that I learned the other day is epiglottis.
No, please don't.
I'm not gonna say how I heard about it.
Don't do that, because then people are just gonna Google it. It's gonna be gross.
Well, I mean, I could show them the picture of the hoof.
Please.
We need to draw like more purposely creepy stuff.
I mean, I do, but
I never see it. You're always just streaming porn.
did you see my my Cthulhu thing?
No, I don't think I did.
Here,
What
I'm
is
gonna post
happening
in
with
Discord.
this word? Epiglottis here. Epiglottis. Have fun. Also, don't blame me if you have nightmares.
What do you mean, don't blame you? You're the one who brought it up. Of course they should blame you.
Everyone has to know what it is so they don't damage their epiglottis, okay?
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's a very important part.
Look, the only thing anybody needs to know is that all body parts are disgusting.
Yes, that's true. The human body is disgusting in general.
It really is.
Have you ever seen those gifs of like cams inside of people when they're like eating or whatever?
Ugh. Why are people so gross?
Your girl's so icky.
Just saying.
No, I understand.
Fuck, where is that? Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm still streaming. You should be able to see this.
It's more like oh, okay. That's kind of creepy.
Let's see what else. I've got a ton of other cool monster stuff in there.
I want to draw something inspired by the hoof, but I'll probably just give myself nightmares and suck at it.
Let me see. There's a bunch of old stuff. Oh hey, look, it's a preview of where my life went. Sick.
Oh, nice. I saw that, didn't I? Nice.
Is there anything I'm missing? Come on.
Well, that was an interesting search.
What?
Epiglottis, that's someone.
I told you not to do it.
I wonder what kind of terms I have to search to get to the hoof.
Don't stop bringing that up. I'm trying to draw cute things. I'm trying to bring joy into the world. And you're just making me remind me of gross things.
Okay, I'll stop. I need to eat soon, so I'm not gonna. Because that'll just make me uneasy.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, though, my food is ready. And I think I might be gone longer than 15 minutes, so I'm gonna turn off stream for now. And then when I come back, I'll stream again. I found a GIF of a vocal cord working. That sounds interesting. Please, send that my way. So yeah, I'm gonna close stream for a bit, like 20, 30 minutes-ish. And then I'll be back. Maybe I'll work on art. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm drinking alcohol, so that's a thing.
Good. See ya.
I'll see you guys in a bit if you choose to return.
You shouldn't.
KK, good luck. Thank you. I will need lots of luck in eating my dinner.